Welcome to the final tutorial of the four-part series Logical Functions. This final function is IFError, which basically tells Excel how to react if a formula error should occur within a calculation. Let's define the parts of an IFError function. Let's look at the parts of an IFError function. I've highlighted in yellow here and color-coded the different parts of the IFError function. The main part of the function is the formula or expression. This could be something just as simple as sum b2 divided by b6. By creating that formula and then adding IFError to the beginning of it allows you to tell Excel what you want to do with the outcome of that formula or expression if an error were to occur. Now, what you can tell Excel to do can be something as simple as put a 0 in that cell instead of the error message, or it could be something like a word or a phrase saying research or please delete error. Whatever you want to put there, you can put as long as you tell Excel what you want it to do. So, three common errors that I find when doing calculations within spreadsheets or just common errors, whether I'm helping other people try to fix them or when it's in my own work, is the div by zero, the hashtag NA, or the hashtag ref. The div-0 is a common error that occurs when a number is divided by 0. The hashtag NA is another common error which occurs when a lookup value does not exist. And the hashtag ref is a common error which occurs when the reference value doesn't exist in the expected location. Again, these are the three most common errors I've encountered when creating formulas in Excel. Let's look at a few examples of how to use IFError. So in example 1, I use IFError with just a simple sum function, where I'm just going to sum A6 and divide it by B6. If B6 happens to be a 0, when I'm dividing A6 by it, we're going to come back with the div-0 error. But by adding IFError in front of it, and then telling Excel that if this error were to occur, please put a 0 instead of an error, the 0 would be placed in that cell. In example 2, I did a Vlookup statement, and I told I placed an IFError in front of it and said that if something was to happen and an error were to occur, please bring back the word research. Because most likely if an error did occur, it would either be that this lookup value doesn't exist, we didn't include the entire cell range, or we told Excel the wrong column to use to find our answer. So by putting research, it allows us to go back and look and find out which one of those were the cause. Example 3, using an if statement, we have our logic. We have what to do if it is a true statement, and we have what to do if it's a false statement. And if any of this comes back with an error, we've included IFError at the beginning of it, and then told Excel what to do if the error were to occur, where we put the word research. Again, there could be a number of different things that could be wrong, but by these things occurring, we at least know that we can call them out because we have the word research as our call out because we use the IFError function. So those are just three examples using three different ways of functions or expressions to use IFError. Now let's walk through three examples. And in these examples, I'm going to do the function or expression, and in each one there's going to be a different error. And then I'm going to show you how to fix this error with IFError. But I'll also tell you how you could fix this error and why the error occurred. All right. So example 1, calculate product B 2020 unit growth versus 2018. Example 2 is Vlookup product C 2017 units sold. And example 3, Vlookup product C 2019 units sold. So let's start with example 1. Calculate product B 2020 unit growth versus 2018. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to say parentheses. We're looking for product B 2020. Oops, forgot to put our equal sign. Try that again. Equals parentheses B 2020. Divide that by 2018. Close our parentheses. And I'm just going to put a -1 and press enter. And what we're going to have here is a div by 0 error, because we divided B4, which is 100, by D4, which is 0. So by doing this, we come back with a div by 0 error. Now, in order to correct this, we just do equals IFError parentheses and we want to do another parentheses because of our formula, and we want to go back up here to B4, our division sign, D4, close our parentheses, -1, then a comma, and we just want to put 0 and close the parentheses. So you can see from here we have our IFError, we have the formula or expression that we want to use, and then we've told Excel exactly what we want done. So if in this case, instead of having this div-0 come back, when we press enter, we'll just have 0. All right, that's example 1. Example 2, we're going to Vlookup product C 2017 units sold. All right, so in this example, we're going to go equals Vlookup parentheses, and we want product C, and we're going to put in our range, and F4 to lock it down, and then we're going to put a 6, and we're going to do false. Close it out, and we're going to press enter. Here we got the #ref error. And the reason why we got this ref error is because in our formula, which you'll see up here, in our VLOOKUP, we put a 6. Well, knowing with the range here, we only have 5 columns. Column A is 1, column B is 2, column C is 3, column D is 4, and column E is 5. But we told Excel to find the answer in column 6, which would be F, and there is no information in 6, plus our range does not include column F. So in order to fix this, we need to say equals IFError parentheses VLOOKUP parentheses, and we want to put in C, and we're going to put our range back in again, and we're going to lock it down, and we'll put our comma, and we're going to put the 6 back in there again, and we're going to put a comma, and we're going to do false, and we're going to put our parentheses, our comma, and this time we're going to put quotes and the word research, and then close with parentheses. So by using research in this incorrect formula, what's going to happen when we press enter is we're going to see the word research. And again, the reason why we see the word research is because in the formula we put the wrong column, which is column 6, and it does not fall within our range of cells for C. Now, if you don't want to have to use an IFError function to have this call out, and you just prefer to have the error message as your call out, then you can easily just go back into the formula after you get that reference error and just change that 6 to a 5, and you would have the correct information and you no longer would have an error. Alright, example 3. Vlookup product C 2019 units sold. Alright, so again we're going to do another Vlookup. Put our parentheses, and we're going to put in E instead of C, comma, we're going to have our range, F4, and we're going to do 2019, which is column 3, and false, and parentheses. Now, our example 3 said product C. In our formula, we did an error and we actually accidentally put E, which is going to cause an error because within the table here, there is no E as a product. So when we push enter, we're going to see the reference code #NA, because it's basically saying that I cannot find E in the product table. So again, you can just have the #NA, or if you want to call out to grab your eyes real quick, we can do our IFError function, then do our Vlookup, again putting the wrong product in there, information to look up, and we're going to go for our reference, and we're going to lock it down, and we're going to go back into 2019 column 3, we're going to put false, we're going to close out the parentheses, put our comma, and we're going to do quotes again, and put the word research, quotes, close her down, and now we see research. And the reason why research occurred again is because we incorrectly put E instead of C as our lookup value. So this would allow a quick call out to the analyst or person who's looking up the information to say, oh, anything with research on it, I got to go find out what happened to my formula or what's in my data that's causing this to occur. So again, if you don't want to have to use IFError and you just want to have that #NA, all you would have to do is just go through and change the E to a C, and you would have the correct information. Alright, that is 3 quick and simple examples of IFError, and see what the callouts were. And if this works for you and you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Alright, thanks. Bye.